I'll need to do this later. Because I wanted to set up a weak aura for this to give me, when I get the Dream of Cenarius, free regrowth.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Nope. Running solo now? Yeah, it's just me. I was gonna try to get a little bit of IO on the bear. Just outside of the push group, you know?
Bloodlust.
Rotten
CC.
Vile. Savage
Frontal.
Cleave. War Cry. Give
Rise stacks.
Savage
Frontal.
Cleave. Dark Reconstitution.
A lot of damage there from the
Rotten
CC.
Vile.
teach me your neat ways. I guess what do you need to know? I'm just I'm not the greatest.
Savage
Frontal.
Cleave.
Right now I'm just playing I was just doing like low keys
War Cry.
on alt there,
Gift of G.
or for my buddy. But I guess I'm running the Raise build,
Dark
which is kind of the new
Reconstitution.
10-1-5 build. I should have got that dark. I'm not paying attention. That Constitution went off. Holding aggro is your main problem.
Savage
Frontal.
Cleave.
Whenever you pull a pack, I would just immediately thrash.
War Cry.
That's the big thing. Like Moonfire as you're walking in, and then go in and thrash. That'll probably help a lot with your like initial aggro stuff.
Give
Other than
Savage
that,
Cleave.
I'm not sure what else you're like, what other issues you might be having, but
Dark Omen. Dark
Out.
Omen.
I would say like going in with Incarn, you basically
Dark
just like
Omen.
rotate between your thrash and your mangle. And if you get this, what is this Tooth and Claw proc, that's when you use Maul or
Harrowing
Ravage
Despair.
if you're running
Gift
the
of
build.
Ji-hyun. Dark Omen. Dark Reconstitution.
But yeah, whenever you go into a pull,
Dark Omen.
basically whenever I pull, you'll see a couple different things. Like I'll go in, the very first thing I'm going to do is pop some kind of defensive, whether it's Incarnation. I usually try to like Barksian whenever I go in, because that's when you're at your like most whatever, you're most like vulnerable, right? You don't have any Iron for stacks rolling, you don't have any of that going on. So go in, pop a defensive, immediately thrash, and then go into like whatever cooldowns you're planning on doing. It's like these shades are coming in, so I'm going to go in,
Blood Bolt.
get my Moonfire up, thrash, and then I pretty much have aggro set up, right? And since we're like in the middle of the
Blood Bolt.
boss now, we're just kind of chilling.
Avoid.
Sanguine Feast.
Also, as you get more, I don't know what your gear level is, but as you get more gear, you'll get more,
Blood
Add.
Mirror.
what do you call it?
Dodge.
Creeping Rot.
As you get more gear, holding aggro will be easier.
Blood Bolt. Blood Bolt.
Avoid.
Sanguine Feast.
The more gear you have, the easier it'll be. 418. So yeah,
Dodge.
I don't,
Rot.
Dodge.
it depends on the kind of people you're playing with. If you're playing with really geared people too, that'll make it hard to hold aggro. But
Sanguine
my
Feast.
biggest thing would be to just like make sure you're popping a
Blood
thrash
Bolt.
as soon as you walk in, and then you want to be like this. Thrash and Mangle are your most important spells. You
Dodge.
always want to
Rot.
make sure they're on cooldown. It's basically just Moonfire, go in and make sure you're using those abilities, because on single target, Mangle will help you keep aggro, and then your Thrash will help you in like AoE situations, and then your so yeah, so you see I went in there, immediately popped a defensive, Thrash to get like the
Decaying
initial
Mind.
aggro, and then after that, I'm basically looking for
Decaying Mind.
how to keep the pull, how to keep things from going out of control in the pull, right? So that I'm
Decaying
looking
Mind.
for like CCs. So you see, I set up a
Decaying Mind. Decaying Mind.
oh, we got a Decaying Mind going out there. But you'll see I'm looking at like CCs, trying to make sure that I get as much, like stop as many hits and stuff as I can. Which is going to be kind of dangerous, because this pool is fairly large for what we're doing here. And I have, like, I'll have my incapacitating up here next, so. That's kind of what I'm watching for once I get in the pool, outside of just doing, like, my normal rotation and stuff like that, right? We're going to go out this way. We're going to pull this maggot. And then we want to get...
CC.
Sonic Screech, Wave of Decay.
I was a little late on that. That's okay. Now we're just gonna potion
Decaying
here.
Mind. Rotten
CC.
Bile. Decaying Mind.
That rotten bile is going out. I could have, or no, I couldn't have pushed that. Okay, I didn't have anything for the rotten bile there. So you, whenever you're pulling this room, you only really want to have one maggot at a time, because that's kind of what you're focusing on, making sure to interrupt.
Sonic Screech.
Just go ahead.
Rotten
CC.
Bile.
Let's get this blood swarmer.
Rotten
CC.
Bile.
Nice effect. And we'll keep going in this way. So what we're kind of looking for here is we want to pull
Sonic
up to
Screech.
the next blood
CC.
swarmer, essentially.
Decaying Mind. Decaying Mind. Wave of Decay. Rotten
CC.
Bile.
Well, mage just got to run back. That's okay though. Wonder what
Rotten
killed
CC.
Bile.
him.
Sonic Screech. Wave of Decay. Sonic Screech. Decaying Mind. Rotten
CC.
Bile. Decaying Mind.
Watching the rotten bile. But you see, like, after the pull starts, you're pretty invulnerable a lot of the
CC.
time. Like, you can just pull like a maniac and you'll be pretty fine a lot of the time.
Screech.
Ooh, that
Wave of
shade is
Decay.
screwing up our priest
Sonic
over there.
Screech. Rotten
CC.
Bile. Wave of Decay. Decaying Mind. Rotten
CC.
Bile. Wave of Decay.
I hate this
Sonic
maggot.
Screech.
Oof.
Rotten
CC.
Bile.
Got our roar there.
Rotten
CC.
Bile.
This maggot should be dead soon, so we don't have to worry about the rotten bile anymore.
Rotten
CC.
Bile.
Dead, dead, dead.
Wave
But
of
yeah, are you
Decay.
liking the new 415 bear? It's been really fun so far. It seems really, really
Wave
strong.
of Decay.
You're loving it so far? Yeah, it's been really fun. I enjoy it quite a bit. We'll grab this blood swarmer. It's back up here.
Sonic Screech. Wicked Frenzy.
Do I play mage at all? No, I haven't played it since I haven't played mage in a long time. Right now I have all the tanks at max. I have a priest at max, and I have an evoker at max. Yeah, I saw that they got a big rework. You see a lot of evokers right now. You see a lot of
Sonic
mages, a lot of
Screech.
druids. Druid's playstyle really hasn't changed all that much. It's pretty much the same. You just do more damage now, more than you did before. I like this route for Underrot because
Sonic Screech.
CC.
Vile.
It's really strong in really good groups. It's stronger the better people you play with. Because it's all about buffing people, and if you're playing with good
CC.
people, if you're playing with good people, it's even better than like, it's really good. It's kind of broken how good it is, to be honest.
CC.
Vile. Sonic Screech.
Rock Vile
CC.
soon. I don't have anything for that. In raid, yeah, there's
Wave of Decay.
even like some of the highest level guilds were saying something about running maybe 2 of them in raid.
CC.
Vile. Wave of Decay.
Like you'd run 2 of them or something for some reason. I don't know why.
Four, 3, 2, 1. Bloodlust.
But yeah, it's probably going to be really, really strong in the raid.
Dodge.
It's going to be kind of silly, I think.
Frontal.
Indigestion.
Dodge.
I hate this fight, by the way.
Personal.
Tantrum.
Hit and ticks. We should be okay. Got 2 left.
Dodge.
He's gonna charge. Gonna indigestion now.
Indigestion.
The other thing too is with the new build, every time you hit your tooth and claw proc, you get increased damage reduction against like a singular mob. Because you'll see like by tooth and
Dodge.
dealing 15% reduced damage every time you hit that on something. Really strong.
Personal.
Tantrum.
Just gonna run around and try to hit some of these. You're loving the shaman the most. What kind of shaman? I haven't played one really at all.
Dodge.
I know my buddy plays a resto
Dark
shaman a lot of the
Echoes.
time. It's like their
Wicked
main.
Frenzy.
I've played Enhance before. I've played Ellie before a little bit, but I mostly play. Ellie, nice. Yeah, I have a buddy that's been playing Ellie. Ellie's really strong in Mythic Plus too. If you enjoy playing Mythic Plus, very, very, very powerful. I wouldn't say it's as strong as like some of these new specs, but it is a super strong spec, that's for sure.
Shadow Bolt
Curse.
Volley. Shadow Bolt Volley.
Oh no,
Summon
Curse.
Spirit Drain.
Totem.
Summon
Curse.
Spirit Drain
Totem.
Totem. Wicked Frenzy.
we might be screwed here. Actually.
Wicked Frenzy. Summon Spirit
Totem.
Drain Totem. Shadow Bolt Volley.
Withering
Shadow Bolt
Curse.
Volley.
Yeah, that might have been spiteful. Huh. Yeah, it was definitely weird. That's kind of a cool mount. Is this the store-bought mount? Yeah, that's the new store-bought one. It's cool looking. It's kind of sad it's not in the... every time... I am okay with a company, you know, trying to make money and stuff to, like, support the game. Just every time I see one, I'm like, man, I wish that was, like, something you could earn, right? But it is cool looking. I like it.
Shadow Bolt Volley. Shadow Bolt Volley. Withering
Oh, I
Curse.
doubled. We have dual 0 with an interrupt
Summon
still.
Spirit Drain
Totem.
Withering Curse. Summon Spirit Drain
Totem.
Totem.
I'm just gonna hit the next thing I see.
Shadow Bolt Volley. Shadow
Sometimes I
Bolt
like
Volley.
waiting until the last second, but if there are other
Withering
people in the
Curse.
party, like you'll notice there, somebody else did it, the exact same thing I did, and it kind of screwed us a
Withering
little bit because
Curse.
we doubled. So it's good to like be able to.
Boundless Rot.
It's good to be able to like see those kinds of things and switch it out, right? Like you see other people doing the exact same thing you're doing with like holding their CDs or whatever.
Frontal.
Shockwave.
High stacks.
Volatile Pods.
Frontal.
Shockwave.
Actually, I'm gonna come over here. Make sure we get those upheavals in the right spots.
Festering
AoE.
Harvest. Volatile Pods.
Yeah, we're okay. So one thing I've seen with the
Boundless
Aug Evokers that I don't see a lot of people do is there are 2 green spells that you should be weaving into your rotation whenever you're doing the Living Flame stuff. And I don't see it super often. It's pretty important to do.
Frontal.
Shockwave. Volatile Pods.
Maybe I'm just not paying attention enough. But your Verdant Embrace and the Emerald Blossom, you want to, whenever you're just down to like your Living Flame spam, that you want to be using those abilities. I think there's also another
Shockwave.
reason to use the Verdant or the Verdant Embrace spell too. I don't remember what it is, but there's a reason
AoE
for it.
Harvest.
I should have defensive for that Shockwave, but it's not a
Volatile Pods.
it's not a
Boundless Rot.
tyrannical week, so I'm not really like paying attention.
Dark Echoes.
I'm holding my interrupt for, as a tank, you pretty much always want to hold your interrupt for like the really dangerous abilities, right?
Dark Echoes.
So like the Dark Echoes is really dangerous. So as a tank, I'm always holding for the thing that's gonna like kill the group, right? Like if the, what do you call it? Like the Void Spit spam isn't gonna kill anybody, but the
Wicked Frenzy.
Dark Echoes will kill people if it goes off, right?
Dark
What you can
Echoes.
do is you can so like I could be using my roar to interrupt some of these void spits. I should have actually done it when that Wicked Frenzy went off too. Trying to get lame on my Ellie now. Lame? I don't know what that means.
Wicked Frenzy.
Bait.
Abyssal Reach.
Watching tentacles. There's one like right on me there.
Frontal.
Maddening Gaze. Dark Echoes.
So there's the Dark Echoes. See, and then everybody else in the party is thinking the same thing.
Bait.
Abyssal Reach.
This'll reach.
Maddening
Frontal.
Gaze.
And then the horror is dead. We just got the corruptor left.
Bait.
Abyssal Reach.
We're just watching for Abyssal Reach now. And I'll have Incarn for the
Frontal.
next pack,
Gaze.
which is good because the next pack is the more dangerous. Basically the most dangerous pack in here, I think.
Bait.
Abyssal Reach.
Maybe not in the dungeon. I don't know. It's pretty dangerous. This pack. Everybody's up here.
Maddening
Frontal.
Gaze.
Bait.
Abyssal Reach. Dark Echoes.
Bait.
Abyssal
Frontal.
Gaze.
Frontal.
Maddening Gaze.
Bait.
Abyssal Reach.
They are just
Bait.
doing so
Frontal.
much damage, man. It's crazy. 100k DPS.
Maddening
Frontal.
Gaze.
Bait.
Abyssal Reach.
That was dangerous.
Bait.
Abyssal
Frontal.
Gaze.
That gaze is over there.
Maddening
Frontal.
Gaze.
But yeah, I want to make a weak aura because this regrowth would be useful.
Bait.
Abyssal Reach.
I want to add it to my... I don't know what it's called exactly. One of these... This one. Dream of Scenarios, yeah. I just want to make something to remind me to just use that if I have it available. Because I could pop it on somebody in the party, on myself. Bum, 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 bum.
Bloodlust.
Oops, sorry, Jules.
Vile
Frontal.
Expulsion.
Stack.
Cleansing Light.
Ads.
Ads are up.
Vile
Frontal.
Expulsion.
Stack.
Vile
Stack.
Expulsion.
Ads.
How do I feel about this week's affixes?
Vile
Frontal.
Expulsion.
So this week is Volcanic and Spiteful. Spiteful's annoying. It's not really much to deal with as a tank because you just like attack them. It's kind of annoying when you're playing in groups because a lot of times like your goal is you want to kind of play ahead of where you're
Frontal.
at
Expulsion.
when you play with
Stack.
Spiteful so you can
Light.
run to the next pack and then they just die out on their own, right? So you don't have to pay attention to them, but in a lot of pugging you'll just see people killing them and that just slows down the key. So I'd say it's a pretty easy week and a good group. Actually, it's pretty easy week
Frontal.
overall.
Expulsion.
It's probably one of the easier fort
Stack.
weeks,
Light.
if not the easiest fort week we'll see.
Ads.
Vile
Frontal.
Expulsion.
Nine IO. So that's the 20 timed. I need to do an old min and time that. Baldraken. I can't TP. I wonder, I logged that. I wonder what that looked like DPS wise and stuff. Underrot 20. Damage done. 99th percentile. Healing was pretty good. I think if I get I want to make this weak aura. So we're gonna put it into our rotational. We're gonna put it up here with the Moonfire. We're gonna duplicate. We're gonna call that regrowth. You hate tanking Underrot? Why? I guess if you're pugging a lot, yeah, it's a nightmare. I hate pugging it. So we want a regrowth, but we also want it to be triggered under a certain HP. Actually, do we really care about the HP? Yeah, we'll leave the HP in there. And then we'll do an aura on ourselves when we want to buff, when we want the Illume, whatever it's called. Dream of Cenarius. Dream of Cenarius. And we want to have it, and we only want to load this weak aura when we have the talent Dream of Cenarius. Oh, I don't care about spell, but yeah, we want the Dream of Cenarius talent. Okay. And basically what that'll do is whenever we get the Dream of Cenarius proc, it'll just put a regrowth here so that I can just pop somebody with the regrowth with the Dream of Cenarius talent. But the Dream of Cenarius talent also makes it so that it's usable in all bear inside of bear form. Okay. Let's see if we can find an old man. OCE old man. If we can get into a 22. Double Ret Pally. I don't know about that one.